Hi, I'm Mayor Mike Savage of Halifax. In Canada today, about 1 in 5 people identify as having a disability. In Nova Scotia, that average is even higher, with 30% of all people in our province identifying as having a disability. On this International Day of Persons with Disabilities, we'd like to acknowledge that individuals with disabilities face a disproportionate amount of barriers in a society, and that impacts their quality of life. Quality of life extends to every aspect of a person's life. Canada's Quality of Life strategy outlines 5 broad categories: prosperity, health, environment, society, and good governance. It's important that we all work to remove those barriers that impact the quality of individuals living with a disability. Here in HRM, one way that we strive to remove those barriers is through the accessibility strategy. The impacts from progress related to the accessibility strategy will positively impact the quality of life of persons with disabilities living in HRM. I would like to read the Proclamation for the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Whereas there are over 1 billion people living in the world with some form of disability, persons with disabilities not only face physical barriers, but also social, economic, and attitudinal barriers as well. Persons with disabilities are the world's largest minority group. Persons with disabilities and the issue of disability have remained largely invisible in the mainstream development framework and its processes. On March 11th, 2010, Canada ratified the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. I was in Parliament on that day, with Nova Scotia providing its support. The theme of the 2022 International Day of Persons with Disabilities is Quality of Life for Persons with Disabilities from a Human Rights Lens, as outlined in the UN CRPD. The UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities contains 8 guiding principles and 30 articles. Article 28, Adequate Standard of Living and Social Protection states, parties recognize the right of persons with disabilities to an adequate standing of living for themselves and their families, including adequate food, clothing, housing, and to the continuous improvement of living conditions, and shall take appropriate steps to safeguard and promote the realization of this right without discrimination on the basis of disability. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Mayor Mike, on behalf of Halifax Regional Council, on the eve of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, do hereby proclaim December the 3rd, 2022 as International Day of Persons with Disabilities in the Halifax Regional Municipality, and that as a municipality, we can promote the participation of individuals with disabilities in leadership positions. Mike Savage, Mayor.